Have you ever been playing a video game and you got to a point in it where you had to stop because you were actually feeling something? You may have become emotional. And I thought about games that I played in the past, trying to come up with games that had moments in them where that happened for me. And of course, there are countless games that I can think of, so I can't list them all. This is one of them here where Zelda breaks down to Link in Breath of the Wild. But I wanted to put together some games that I remember just off the top of my head as really hitting me. A moment where I said, wow, this is just as impactful as watching a good movie, reading a good book, listening to music, any form of medium that moves you. Video games have those moments in them. So I put together a few games here that I could remember off the top of my head. Again, I'm stressing that because I'm sure you'll watch this video and you'll say, what about this game? What about that game? How did you leave this out? Do all that in the comments section. Thank you very much. But I just wanted to list some games that I personally remembered as being moving, having those moments in them, and maybe you agree with my selection here. So let's get the video underway of games that make you cry. So Journey was one of those games that I played, and for me, it became like an analogy for life. I know the developer talked about birth and renewal, but for me, it was the struggles of life along the way, meeting people, helping, lending a hand, and then at the end, this part, for me, it became like the journey to the light. And you're flying around, you're remembering things, you're seeing people that you've met along the way. Everyone's going to the same destination, and the music was absolutely beautiful and moving. And I just thought about, this game made me think about life and going through things and eventually growing older and getting to that point where we're all headed, and hopefully we wind up somewhere great. And while I was playing this part in particular, flying up the mountain, trying to reach the top, trying to get to the light, I don't know, it just really moved me. I felt like I was experiencing something, and it was just as great as a movie that makes you emotional, or a book, or music. And it was more so than that, because video games are an interactive medium. They're not passive. So I played this entire game. I was on this journey, and then you see the light and you're thrust into this area, and you think that you're going to crash into the mountain because you're coming down so quickly, and you're just settled down gently. And I love that the developer lets you walk. It took a long time. You walk towards the light after you land here, and you feel like, I'm moving really quickly. If I crash into the snow here, it's going to hurt. And you fly down, but you're just gently placed in front of the light. And the last journey is you walking towards the light, and it takes some time, and eventually you sort of just vanish into the light and become the light. I don't know, something about this game stuck with me, and I felt like this was one of those games that could make you emotional if you played it, make you think. And I think that's one of the best, compliments you can pay a game, is that it makes you feel something and it makes you think. So my first pick for games that make you cry is Journey. I know this one's going to be weird, but after playing Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and then Metal Gear Solid 4, when I got to this part where old Snake is crawling through this area and his suit is being just ripped off of him because of the radiation and everything, and the struggle going on, where you're seeing this hopeless battle taking place, and then on the bottom of the screen, Snake just trying to get through. He knows what he has to do. He's doing everything he can to get there. I got this sense that he was dying, and I started to think about, and I know it's crazy, I started to think about the PlayStation 1 getting Metal Gear Solid, taking it home, being introduced to Solid Snake and all the characters, and then being blown away by Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PlayStation 2, and then Snake Eater on the PlayStation 2, and then playing this game, I thought, wow, this character may die. And I felt something. I was like, I don't want Snake to die. I felt the emotion in this scene, and the fact that he's struggling so hard to get through this area just to get to a battle that is almost hopeless. So it really conveyed that sense of struggle to me. And I know it seems kind of silly because this is a franchise that's not really based in, trying to get you to think about something real, but you become attached to characters. I felt something when I played this scene. I remember thinking, I don't want Snake to die. He can't die. What are they doing? I don't want Snake to go away. I know Solid Snake. We're buddies. So this scene in particular really did it for me. It's one of those ones that just popped into my head, and I thought I wanted to include it here. I don't know if you feel the same way or not. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm sure there's other things that I could have included, but this is just one that popped in there, and I wanted to include it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is one of those games that I remember, and I'm going to remember it forever. It's one of my favorite games. It was a very divisive game when it came out, and it's Ico on the PlayStation 2. This game, for me, I was waiting for something artistic, something really creative on the PlayStation 2, and still to this day, I haven't seen games, even modern games, with the level of animation and care that I saw in Yorda here, which was your companion. You take her by the hand and lead her through this mysterious castle. It was absolutely haunting. The soundtrack, the gameplay, just you being in the castle, it was its own character. The game just felt special to me. And then when I finished the game, I'm watching the credits, and then all of a sudden this scene just pops up, and I'm thinking to myself, what's going on? I'm on a beach. I don't know where to go. I don't know even what to look at. You can only go one way. So I'm walking down the beach. I'm looking around. I'm not sure what's happening. And then I see something in the distance, right at the shoreline, right near the water. And you walk over to it and you realize that it's Yorda. It's the person that you've been struggling with to get out of this castle. The castle is almost like a euphemism for any hardship that you're going through, and you need companionship. You need someone to give you a hand every once in a while. That's what I took from the game. And when I got to this part, I remember standing up and applauding. I was in a room by myself playing this game. I stood up and I just clapped because that's how much this game impacted me when I played it, and I'll always remember it. Let me know your thoughts about Ico on the PlayStation 2. Do you feel like I do? Let me know down there in the comments section below. If this one didn't get you, you do not have a heart. Ori and the Blind Forest, the introduction, this tree of life. During a storm, Ori gets pushed out of the tree, and then a friend, a companion, finds Ori and adopts him, takes Ori in. They live together. They have all these wonderful moments that the game shows you. They're building together, they're playing together, and then a horrible, horrible event happens. There's no food, there's no life, and there's a scene where your companion is out with no strength, no energy left, just trying to find you some food, and can't reach it because they don't have any strength left. They come back to the cave where you are, they tell you about it, and then they just collapse from exhaustion. And what happens? Ori wakes up a little bit later and decides to go out and find that food that his friend told him about, brings the food back, and then it is a crushing scene. The way that it is animated and the sound, it just is one of those moments where, like I said, if you didn't feel something during this, I don't know what to tell you, because this is definitely one of those games that stuck with me. This is definitely one of those moments that stuck with me. And I'm telling you, I can barely watch it now. It is so moving the way they animated it, the sound and the music. I'm going to let that event play through, and you tell me in the comments section below if I hit a home run with this one when it comes to games that make you cry. I know what you're thinking. Halo? Master Chief? Halo 4 even? Now, regardless of what you think about Halo 4 and 343, I'll say that being introduced to Cortana in Halo 1, 2, and 3 and seeing what she meant to Chief, who was this stoic robot character who needed something to ground him in humanity, this scene in Halo 4 where essentially you feel like Cortana is dying, you can actually hear a hint of emotion in Chief's voice. He doesn't want to leave her behind, but she knows it's time for him to go on his own. And I don't know why this one popped in my head. Maybe it's the last time they actually got Cortana right. Wink, wink. But I'll say that this is a moment that I felt like actually made me feel something for a character in a video game. Let me know what you think there in the comment section below about this moment. I'm not sure. This will probably be one of those divisive ones, but for me, I don't know. I could hear it in Chief's voice that he just couldn't deal with the fact that he was going to lose somebody. He didn't have the emotion, but he was struggling to get it out. Let me know what you think again in that comment section below. Let's watch.
Back to get you off the ship.
No, that's not. We go together.
It's already done.
I am not leaving you here.
John. I've waited so long to do that.
I don't think I need to say anything about this one. It is an amazing moment in a game series that wasn't really known for emotion, but Dominic finding his wife. The Locust took her. His one main goal was to find her, and then finally he does. He sees her, and she looks exactly like he remembers her. It's his love, Maria. He is finally reunited with her, but then there's this moment that just drops like a hammer. It was incredible. Another moment where you have to feel something. Let's watch.
Dom.
No, no, no. No, baby. No, 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 no. What did they do to you? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Maria. I tried to find you. God, I did. Please, no. Maria. God damn it, it's me, Dominic. It's Dominic. Marcus, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man.
No. It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Maria. I love you so much.
I mean, of course, I was going to include this. Playing through Final Fantasy for the first time, the characters, the world, getting to know everyone, and then Aerith, Sephiroth. I couldn't believe it. Everyone who played this game couldn't believe it, but she was gone. And in that moment, with the music, this was one of those games that made you cry. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Think about liking and subscribing, but more importantly, let me know in the comments section down below some games that you played, maybe personal games that you played that made you feel something. Of course, I could include countless other games that I have played, and I'm sure maybe you'll see some things that I included that you'll say, how could you forget about this game or that game? Let me know down there in the comments section below. But ultimately, I think video games are just as impactful and emotional and can move people as any movie, book, or great piece of music. See you in the next video.